Καλησπέρα σε όλους. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Nicky Crow and here we go with Call of Cthulhu. A game which I really wanted to play for a long time when I first noticed it. It reminds me a little bit of The Beast Inside. Similar. I heard that it has very good ranking as a game. And it seems that it's very close to the style of the game I like to play most. I was anxious to play it, and today I wasn't sure if I wanted to play Call of Cthulhu or if I wanted to play Silent Breath with the update. I did a small research for anyone who wanted to which game he wanted to play, but nobody replied. Unfortunately, on YouTube I have very few followers, so as it was natural, I didn't get an answer. So without further delay, let's start in this game and dive in. It's the first time I play it. It was released at the end of 2018. Για να σας ενημερώσω και για όσους παρακολουθείτε από Ελλάδα, αυτό το παιχνίδι το είχα βάλει στο μάτι πολύ καιρό. Είχε κυκλοφορήσει το 2018, στα τέλη του 2018. Είναι τύπου lovecraft horror με γρίφους, με διάφορα. Και το είχα βάλει αρκετό καιρό στο μάτι. Graphics, epic όλα, θα μου πεις με τον υπολογιστή που έχω. Okay. New game. Empty slot. Let's go. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Να σου γαργαλίσω, κάνουμε τον detective. Αστυνομικό. Με γρίφους. Detective. If I'm mad. Και τρόμου. Γάμισε. Μ' αρέσει. It's messy. May the gods pity the man who is... H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh. Where the heck did we find... Are we? Inside are we? Huh? A cave? A cage. What are these? Guts? Τι είναι αυτό? Ραχοκοκαλιά, ψαράκι. Σε ψαράδικο είμαι ρε παιδιά. Έλα πάρε. What the fuck guys? Am I on a fish store? Crouch. Control. Nice gameplay. I suppose we cannot get in. Okay. Nice. Πού είμαι ρε παιδιά? Must light up some items in order to interact with them. Ooh. bolt cutter, okay. Where the heck are we supposed to go now? On the boat. Probably. Κάτι έπεσε από πάνω. Βράχος ήταν... Είναι κανείς εδώ? Anybody home? Nobody. Oh, with the shift he's running. Who the fuck speaks?
What a putrid offering.
Ποιος κέρατας μιλάει να μη σε χέσω πατόκορφα? Ρε παιδιά, τόσα εντόστια, τζάμπα φαΐ. Κάντε τα κοκορέτσι.
Don't fight. You have been chosen. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
That was a freaking nightmare? Jesus. You shouldn't drink. Journal. Pierce Investigation Agency, 20th of October 1924. Ooh, 1 century behind. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop them, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the dreaming, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Okay. Αναρωτιέμαι, αυτές οι αναμνήσεις που είχαμε τώρα ήταν πραγματικές από το τι θα γίνει στο μέλλον του παιχνιδιού? Ποιος ξέρει? Να σνταρόβγε στην υγειά μας.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Ooh, wait a minute, what's this? Spears. Skills, sanity. Wait a minute, guys, This becomes... There are skills. Είναι ικανότητες όλα αυτά, παιδιά. Λοιπόν, τα πιο δυνατά σημεία μας είναι στην έρευνα, investigation or strong point, and strength. I don't want to comment on that. Whatever. Clues. I have no clue. Lost battalion. My private detective agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery settles scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine for the moment. Okay. Now, let's return here to the skills. We have eloquence. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussion. Δηλαδή κάτι σαν να λέμε diplomacy. Διπλωματία ίσως και ναι, και δυναμικότητα. Βασικά το περιβόητο λέγειν που λέμε. Όταν κάποιος έχει λέγειν και μπορεί να επηρεάσει τους γύρω του και να τους επηρεάσει γενικότερα, να αλλάξουν, να πάρουν τις αποφάσεις που θέλουμε. Spot hidden. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in-game. Ooh. Strength represents your ability to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Ώστε αυτό δεν είναι μόνο δύναμη σωματική, είναι και ψυχική. Investigation represents your investigating talent. Improving this skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Psychology represents of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Nice. Medicine. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the doses of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Γιατί ρε παιδιά, θα παίξουμε και το ρόλο του γιατρού. Okay. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Improve the skill increases your chance of determining the use of and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Ooh. Okay. Παιδιά, πολύ γαμάτο μου φαίνεται το παιχνιδάκι. Καλά δεν ξεκινήσαμε και αρχίζει και μ' αρέσει.
The good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Δεν κάνουμε κάτι.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Πάει, είναι ωραία μουσική. Αλλά πρέπει να την ξανανοίξουμε.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ooh. Τέλεια.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Shipping label.
Rather
Some of
thin.
it is unreadable, but it can make out part of the address Warehouse 36 Darkwater. Why this sounds familiar to me? The police report says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son Simon.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up.
Yep.
An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You will be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Okay.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The learning of medicine. That's why it says that we have as a skill medicine. He reads about medicine. Could be handy.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Ω, καλώς τον Ραφαήλ. Καλησπέρα, καλησπέρα.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I wonder why I still take these things.
You never know when they will come in handy. Καλά πάει. Τώρα ξεκίνησα. Έχω ούτε 10 λεπτά. Το Call of Cthulhu παίζω. Είναι τύπου lovecraft, horror, RPG, λίγο απ' όλα. Λοιπόν, secondary. Leave for dark water, find out about dark water. Μέχρι στιγμής μου δίνει αρκετά εντυπωσιακές, μου αφήνει αρκετά καλές εντυπώσεις. Καταρχάς παίζεις με πόσα skill, τα οποία σε βοηθάνε σε ψυχολογία, κατανόηση, έρευνα, κρυφά αντικείμενα. Επίσης χρησιμοποιείς και το legend για να μπορέσεις να πείσεις τους άλλους για να τους επηρεάσεις. Έχει πολύ ψωμί από ό,τι βλέπω. This painting depicts a monstrous silhouette threatening a woman and a child. Flames can be made out in the background. Stephen Webster, the father of Sarah Hawkins, thinks that it's linked to the death of his daughter. Κατά πάσα πιθανότητα, παιδιά, αυτός δεν ξέρω ποιος ακριβώς μπορεί να είναι. Η γυναίκα με το παιδί μήπως είναι όμως η κόρη του κυρίου που ήρθε μαζί με το εγγόνι του που πεθάνανε στην υποτιθέμενη φωτιά. Αυτός τώρα να είναι ο σύζυγός της μεταλλαγμένος, κάτι να έχει συμβεί. Ποιος ξέρει. Αυτό καλούμαστε να ψάξουμε. Λέει secondary objectives, find out about dark water. Έχουμε και πληροφορίες για την οικογένεια που χάθηκε. Charles Hawkins was a local celebrity on dark water, the heir of a shipowner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah Hawkins during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married, and Hawkins took her to the remote island of dark water. They had a child named Simon and lived a very secretive life. Secretively, γιατί μυστικοπάθεια. Sarah Hawkins, age 33, occupation painter. Sarah Hawkins, a painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Γι' αυτό ανέφερε ο γέρος ότι η κοπέλα ότι έβλεπε πράγματα. Αυτά που ζωγράφιζε δηλαδή, τα πραγματοποιούσε, τα έκανε, αυτά που έβλεπε στα όνειρά της, τα έκανε σε πίνακες. He married to Charles Hawkins years ago, surprised high society columnists. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remained a secret. Only her father, Stephen Webster, continues to seek the truth. και το χαρακτηρίσανε και ως ατύχημα. Όχι μόνο δεν αναφέρθηκε, όχι μόνο εξαφανίστηκε λέει από τις εφημερίδες και αυτά και δεν άκουσε κανείς τίποτα για αυτήν, αλλά αν θυμάστε καλά, είπε ο γέρος, πατέρας της κοπέλας αυτής, ότι το καλύψανε ως ατύχημα, ότι πέθαναν σε φωτιά. Πολλά μυστικά, πολλά μυστικά. Only son of Sarah and Charles Hawkins. He died in the fire that claimed his whole family. Okay, sure. Occult. Art of Sarah Hawkins, intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If your paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Okay. Πού μπορούμε να μάθουμε περισσότερα για το Dark Water?
Lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Σκάσε βλάκα ολοκορνάρες εκεί πέρα, μπιπ, θα στο βάλω την κόρνα εκεί που ξέρεις. Λοιπόν, εδώ δεν έχει κάτι χρήσιμο, εδώ είναι το πτυχίο του, το τσεκάραμε. Εδώ, ok. Οπα.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shun since then.
Λοιπόν, Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and it's still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Παιδιά, ξέρετε, το λέει και ο τίτλος, το Cthulhu ήταν ένα θρυλικό πλάσμα. Αν κάτσετε και το ψάξετε στο Google.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat in natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Ένα ποτηράκι ακόμα για το δρόμο. Μπεκρή. Λοιπόν, Cthulhu. Καλά το θυμόμουν. Ο Cthulhu είναι μια φανταστική κοσμική οντότητα που δημιουργήθηκε από τον συγγραφέα από τον H.P. Lovecraft και εμφανίστηκε στο κάλεσμα του Cthulhu. Έξω και ο τίτλος του παιχνιδιού. Η εμφάνιση του Cthulhu περιγράφεται σαν ένα χταπόδι, έναν δράκο και μια καρικατούρα ανθρώπινης μορφής. Το όνομά του δόθηκε στο σύμπαν που εμπνεύστηκε ο Lovecraft, όπου υπήρχε ο ίδιος και οι συγγενείς του οντότητες, ο μύθος του Cthulhu. Λέτε να συναντήσουμε τίποτα τέτοιο στο παιχνίδι? Maybe we will meet the Cthulhu in person. God help us. Ο Θεός βοηθός, μπλιέτ. Darkwater Port. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her. The only clue she left her father a disturbing painting. Πότε θυμάμαι έλεγε αποθήκη 36. Για πάμε να δούμε τι θα δούμε. Φτάσαμε κιόλας στο λιμάνι του Darkwater. Πόσο μου αρέσουν τέτοια παιχνίδια, παιδιά. Ατμοσφαιρικά. Και η εισαγωγή. Ας την απολαύσουμε, παιδιά. I like the intro in a game. Μιας και ανάβει τσιγάρο, σας κάνουμε και εμείς ένα. Cyanide Studio.
We're almost there.
Τι μέρος πάμε, ρε παιδιά? Ο Χριστός και η Παναγία, εκεί πάμε. Για μου σηκώθηκε η τρίχα. Παιδιά που να με πληρώνανε και να ήμουν detective, εγώ εκεί δεν πήγαινα. Guys, I saw the location barely. Even if they would pay me thousands of dollars, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't freaking go there.
Stay on board.
Καλώς τον
Guys
Τζούκι
coming
Τζούκι.
to unload.
Όντως, ωραίο πλοίο. Το μέρος είναι φρίκουλο.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Είσαι τρελή. Δεν πάω εκεί πέρα.
Sad story you would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a
Όχι. Που να ήμουν detective, να με πληρώνουν $100,000. Εγώ δεν πατάω το πόδι
And
μου
his
εκεί.
wife, Sarah Hawkins.
nice young woman.
Γιώργο, σου μοιάζει ο μπάρμπας με το καπέλο. Σαν τον παππού με το τσιμπούκι είναι.
You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Καρφώθηκε από μόνος του και μας είπε ότι ψηλιάστηκε ότι θέλουμε να πάμε για την υπόθεση των τέτοιων, πες το, για την υπόθεση των Hawkins. Ένα CP available character. Πού να το κουμπώσουμε τον πόντο? Spot hidden, όχι. Εδώ θέλει λίγο κούμπομα. Και στο psychology. Και αυτό θέλω να ανεβάσω οπωσδήποτε το συντομότερο. Αυτά τα... Μόνο στην αρχή μας άφησε να κουμπώσουμε πόντους εδώ πέρα. Από εκεί και πέρα αυξάνονται με βάση το περιβάλλον. Οπότε θα πρέπει να μελετάμε ό,τι βρίσκουμε με αντικείμενα σε σχέση με τα occult, με τις αιρέσεις και λοιπά, με τις οργανώσεις. Αν υπάρχει κάποια οργάνωση εδώ που υπάρχει. Εν τω μεταξύ σε βλέπω και μαγειρεύω. Καλή όρεξη κιόλας. Φίλε, όντως, είχα δει τα σχόλια και μου τράβηξε πολύ το ενδιαφέρον. Παρεπιπτόντως, Ραφαήλ, υπόψη, το Silent Breath που είχες δει την άλλη φορά έχει κάνει ένα μεγάλο update. Ετοιμάσου για γύρο δεύτερο. Ετοιμάσου. Τσούκι τσούκι, ετοιμάσου και εσύ να τα κλάσεις πάνω σου. Στο Silent Breath έχουν βάλει και νέα jump scares. Το έχουν αναβαθμίσει αρκετά. Οπα, sorry. No. Εννοείται, μα ούτως ή άλλως το έχω το παιχνίδι. Δεν το έχω διαγράψει κάτι. Update απλά το έκανα. Εδώ και 2-3 μέρες έχει γίνει update. Λοιπόν, πατάμε Enter για να κάνουμε validate τους πόντους. Λοιπόν, Dark Water, Places. Island of Dark Water. It would seem that the world has forgotten the very existence of this isolated rock of the coast of Boston. It is a small inhospitable island whose coastline is made up of steep cliffs and sharp reefs, and with the only outlet to the sea. It is mainly inhabited by the descendants of whalers who set up a supply post there in the 1800s. It was hit severely by the collapse of this activity. I think that the only venture on the island that is still profitable is its medical institute. Έχει και ένα ιατρικό Ινστιτούτο. Και εδώ λέει είχαν στήσει πόστο προμηθειών κάπου στα 1800 όσοι κυνηγούσαν φάλαινες. Πάντως παιδιά είναι πολύ ψάχνο το παιχνίδι, δηλαδή τα εμφανίζει τα σημεία σαν πραγματικά. Είμαι περίεργος. Δεν υπάρχει περίπτωση, αλλά θα την κάνω την καφρίλα επειδή με τρώει ο κόλος μου. Θα το ψάξω εάν υπάρχει σαν τοποθεσία. Που σιγά μην υπάρχει. Ψεύτικο είναι. Το παιχνίδι έχει να κάνει, αναλαμβάνεις το ρόλο του detective, ο οποίος διερευνά έχετε ένας τύπος, ένας παππούς στην αρχή του παιχνιδιού, άμα το δεις το βίντεο στο YouTube, έχετε ένας παππούς και μου λέει θέλω να σου αναθέσω μια υπόθεση και σου εξηγεί ότι πέθανε η κόρη μου με τον άντρα της και το παιδί της, το εγγόνι μου. Όλοι λέγανε ότι πέθανε σε μια υποτιθέμενη φωτιά που την προκάλεσε η ίδια η κόρη του. Εκείνος όμως έχει ατράνταχτα στοιχεία ότι κάτι άλλο συμβαίνει. Και του έφερε έναν πίνακα, ο οποίος κάτσε να στον δείξω. Πού μας έφερε αυτό το πίνακα που ήταν το μοναδικό στοιχείο. Για κάτσε να δω παιδιά, το Dark Water όντως υπάρχει. Παιδιά υπάρχει σαν... Να σου γαμίσω, δεν πατάω εκεί πέρα εγώ. Όχι καριολάκι. Δεν πάω εκεί. Υπάρχει κοντά στη Βοστόνη. Μέρος που λέγεται Dark Water. Fuck me. Παναχιστείτε, δεν πάω εγώ εκεί πέρα. Λοιπόν, Dark Water Port. At the entrance to the port of Dark Water, one still passes in front of the shell of the Skyla, the last whaling ship. Τσούκι, να πας να χεστείς. Εγώ δεν πατάω στο Dark Water. Και φαντάσου ότι πάτησα Dark Water Boston και μου το εμφάνισε. Άμα το πατήσεις στο Google θα στο βγάλει. Δεν σου κάνω πλάκα. Κοίταξε, το μέρος μόνο αναφέρει. Δηλαδή στο Google Maps το πάτησα και μου το εμφάνισε. Μου εμφάνισε μέρος που λέγεται Dark Water Boston. Σιγά μου ότι θα πάθεις. Θέλετε να το σχολιάσω? Θέλετε να το σχολιάσω? Sorry guys, but anyone who is watching outside of Greece, one of my friends is telling me that we should go to Dark Water Boston because there is an actual place. I searched it on Google Maps that it's called Dark Water and it's near Boston. I don't freaking go there. No reason. Αχ, τι τραβάω, Θεέ μου. Αυτά που λες, Ραφαήλ, είναι τοποθεσία. Αυτό που έψαξα ήταν στο Google Maps. Δεν έψαξα την ιστορία, αν όντως ισχύει αυτό. Θα το ψάξω πάντως και άμα μπείτε και στο αυριανό live θα το αναφέρω. Λοιπόν, για να δούμε εδώ τι λέει. The last whaling seemed to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away. Ναι, απλά τώρα δεν λέει τώρα να κάθομαι να ψάχνω στο ίντερνετ ενώ κάνουμε το streaming, γιατί θα χάσουμε την ώρα μας και δεν θα έχουμε παίξει καθόλου. Να είσαι σίγουρος όμως, θα το ψάξω, φίλε. Με τρώει ο κόλος μου εμένα. Να δω τι παίζει. Λοιπόν, and now in the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but of distant memory. Τι βλέπεις ήδη? Go to the bar, talk to Bradley. The Stranded Whale, since 1772. Μπεκρίδες. Τι φτύνεις δε σιχαμένες στο πάτωμα? Σαν τον κόλλο της μαϊμούς είναι η μύτη σου και τα αυτιά σου. Πόσο έχεις κατεβάσει? Ένα βαρέλι?
Hey, be careful.
I don't like their faces.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
Τι ντράι ρε, στεγνός.
We don't serve troublemakers.
Τι λίμνη πλαστήρα έχει πιει αυτός από τα κέρατα που πήρες έτσι κατά κόκκινη που είναι η μούρη του. Okay. Hold to test eloquence.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Okay. Ας ξεκινήσουμε πρώτα.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Τι είναι αυτό? Λιγμένα? What's this, a bomb?
I think we'll get along well.
Λοιπόν, για πάμε στο τέτοιο. Why the stranded whale?
I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known
Αυτό
such
το διάβασες, όντως. Λοιπόν, για να μάθουμε για το Dark Water. Όχι.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a
Για
little...
πάμε για άλλο ένα ποτάκι να σου
You want a drink?
λύσουμε τη γλώσσα.
Same again, please.
Here you go.
Σε τέτοια παιχνίδια που έχουν να κάνει με διπλωματία και έρευνα και λοιπά, μου αρέσει λίγο να παίζω έτσι με επιλογές. Για να μπορούμε να κάνουμε τους άλλους να κυλήσει και η
That's
γλώσσα
no
τους.
moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
Για να το ρισκάρουμε. Find out about Sarah Hawkins.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Why not?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Έλα ρε φίλε, έχει βγει και ταινία. Τι λες τώρα, το ψάξω. Άντε να το ρισκάρουμε. Ας πιούμε και ένα τέτοιο
Captain
ποτάκι.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Θα τον κάνω αλκοολικό τον πρωταγωνιστή. Things always seem to come in threes.
One more, but it'll be the last.
They all say that.
Τώρα μαχίζετε και ζαλίζετε παιδιά πρωταγωνιστές, εγώ δεν φταίω. Γιατί σε κάποια παιχνίδια όπως στο Assassin's Creed, άμα έπινες, μετρούσες και βάραγες
Looks
οχταράκια.
like Monsieur is a connoisseur. Not bad for a guy from the city.
Τον έφυσα! Fuck. Sorry guys,
Do you know
it
where
seems
this
that I
is?
made our little friend drunk.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Tailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
What?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Nah.
That'll be all for now.
That's weird. Περίεργο πάντως, παιδιά. Οπα.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The sailor returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. They had given the crew of the sailor returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch of the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. How big the whale was! The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat and match and its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this Whale will allow numerous inhabitants of dark water to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Opa, warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent. June for fishing, workshop, and sales activities. You can hear your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special living on the strand. Λέτε η αποθήκη που ενοικιάζεται να είναι η περιβόητη. Warehouse for rent. Could it be Warehouse 36? Who knows? Okay, talk to Bradley. Who the heck is Bradley?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble. I know.
Member of asylum staff. Για να δούμε τι θα δούμε. Από εδώ βγαίνουμε έξω. Αλλά όχι, από εκεί βγήκαμε, από εκεί ήρθαμε.
She will get us into trouble. I know.
Let's go to them. Oh, do you talk? No.
What you looking at, stranger?
clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
Ooh, she's a tough one. You don't want to speak? That's fine with me. Nothing else, I suppose. We cannot take the lamp.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Okay, let's go around and let's snoop around and search.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Don't treat me like another one of these locals. You're completely overwhelmed, and you could do with reinforcements.
What are you thinking? That you can call the National Guard to an island like Darkwater? For a stranded fish? Gosh darn, Mr. Not Like Another One of these locals. Go give your valuable advice somewhere else, huh? Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You don't put that beast back in the...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
These wounds, I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
Don't put that beast back in the...
These wounds, I know of
can't
no
learn
animal that
anything
could have
else.
inflicted them.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast
Do you
back...
change your
See that
mind?
I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Okay, let's search the other places around here.
Already in trouble.
Come on, can't we sort this out? You can see he's half
Nothing for you here either.
Nothing to sort
Beat
out.
it.
Your chum wanted to stir us up.
There's nothing for you
You
here
can stay
either.
to watch if you
They
want.
don't allow us to go near them. Για ποιο λόγο δεν μας αφήνουν άραγε? Talk to Fitzroy. Οκ, πάμε στον κόπανο. Τον καπεταναίο.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about
Captain, the
this.
terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Ooh. Πόσο μ' αρέσει να ψαχνώ αντικείμενα.
Could do with some rust remover. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Ooh, the Learning of Medicine Volume 2. Nice. that map? Who knows? Let's go check this door. Α, η χέστα είναι. Μας σχέσατε. Τώρα για να μάθετε να μου φέρεστε έτσι θα σας σχέσω. Εντάξει. Καζανάκι δεν τραβάω. Χαίρετε. Θα κλείσω και την πόρτα. Όποιος πάει εκεί πέρα θα το μετανιώσει την ώρα για τη στιγμή που θα μπει. Τι έχει πάνω? What's upstairs? Oh, I see something for research. Huh?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
I suppose he could be.
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, we have the lighter.
What a macabre souvenir.
How did we light up the lighter? Control. Left click if you have a gun. Light, middle mouse button. Lean forward. Right mouse button. Diary access. Okay.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Oh boy. The whole place is really messed up.
I brought out the Charles Hopkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
1890, 1907, and partial date. The rest of the government is black out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Okay. Πού στο καλό πήγε ο βλάκας? Έλα εδώ.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on dock. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors
Καλά ναι, προς το
returned to
παρόν, επειδή το
Darkwater.
ψαχουλεύω
It's
κιόλας,
displayed on a wall of the
είναι
stranded
λίγο.
whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think
Πολύ μας
like a sailor.
υποτιμάει.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the book.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Τι τώρα, πας καλά.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally
Καπνίζω, γιατί κάνω
I
τσιγάρο.
saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
Πήγαινε εσύ, εγκαταστήσου κανένα χρόνο και το συζητάμε.
Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the
Αν
last
επιβιώσεις,
century.
ίσως
I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Consult diary. Okay. 1 point will go to eloquence. Validate. Δεν έχει τίποτα ενδιαφέρον. Εκτός από μια στάμπα. Ωραία, πήγαινε εσύ και άμα σε ξαναδούμε θα έρθω κι εγώ. Get inside warehouse 36. First of all, oh, we can go right there. Let me see, can we speak again? Να πας να χεστείς. Σκρόφα. Bitch. Για πάμε πρώτα απ' όλα να δούμε τι θα βρούμε.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more? Go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Oh, be sure with that.
I should take my leave.
I will have problems with her later. I can smell it. The spot skill hidden selected in a close range. One of aha.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Για να δούμε τι θα βρούμε. Ooh.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Wait a minute, what's that question mark? Opa.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Okay.
I could use this old winch to lift. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
I don't like that. Δεν μ' αρέσει αυτό εκεί πέρα το πώς δείχνει. Πάμε να ψάξουμε τα υπόλοιπα μέρη πρώτα. Αν δεν έχει τίποτα άλλο πάμε εκεί κάτω.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Kat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
Ouch. Αυτό
But
δεν
he
μου
only
πόνεσε.
smiles with the left cheek.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
Μην ανησυχείς, θα έχει δράση.
No, it's very simple in fact. Fuck off.
Από ό,τι είδα και από
I
το
don't give a
τρέιλερ
damn about your
τουλάχιστον.
racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Για να δούμε, τίποτα άλλο έχει εδώ πέρα. Όπα.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Ου. Για πάμε να εξερευνήσουμε την αποθήκη. Let's go inside warehouse 36. Για να δούμε τι θα δούμε.
They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Και ο Θεός βοηθός, παιδιά, τώρα. Δεν ξέρω τι μας περιμένει εκεί μέσα, αλλά δεν θα είναι για καλό. Προς το παρόν δεν έχω κανένα όπλο. Στην πορεία παίρνουμε. What the... Ουι. Χρειαζόμαστε μάσκα, άραγε. Για να ξανακάνουμε μια προσπάθεια, μήπως το συνηθίζει.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Σωστό κι αυτό.
I hope it's not.
Δεν μπορούμε να πάμε τη λάμπα. Πάμε στα σκοτεινά. Όχι, από εδώ δεν έχει τίποτα άλλο. Από εδώ τι είναι? Κάπου αρχίζουμε να καταλήγουμε. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Παραισθήσεις έβλεπε. Πού να σου γαργαλίσω.
This is primitive.
Δεν μας ξεφύγει κανένα άλλο στοιχείο. Όχι. Πού βρεθήκαμε, ρε παιδιά?
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Έλα ντε. Έχει τίποτα στοιχεία εδώ? Τι είναι αυτό?
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Someone threw a punch at the mirror. Το θέμα είναι γιατί όμως έδειξε μπουνιά. Για να τα ψάξουμε όλα.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. It smells as bad as it looks.
Όπα.
Is this one of Sarah
Αυτό μου
Hawkins'
θυμίζει από
paintings?
τέτοιο. Τον πίνακα. New clues memorized. What the heck? Είναι άρα για αυτό που νομίζω. Έχουμε 2 πόντους για ικανότητα. Psychology 3. Τέλεια. Mental trauma. Submerged city. Αχα. Αχα. Υποθέτω είναι κάποιο μέρος της ικανότητας. Παιδιά, η φωτογραφία εδώ είναι από τον γαμπρό και την κόρη του τέτοιου, του επιστήμονα. This photo is with the daughter and her husband. The daughter of the guy who came to our office and her husband. That must be it. Le Petit Parisien. Anything else? I doubt there is anything.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
Strength, no.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirmed that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? Well, open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Hurricane. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you.
The warehouse belongs to her now.
Is it far, this mansion?
Κάποιος μας
Look
παρακολουθεί.
behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Okay. Τουλάχιστον καταφέραμε να πάμε στην έπαυλη των Hawkins. Wait a minute, guys, give me 1 minute. Okay. Someone's watching. Uh-oh.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
Ωραία έπαυλη, παιδιά, κατά βάθος.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Let me check it out. Okay.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over you. Is there anything else you want to
Thanks
ask?
για το follow που πάτησες, Ραφ.
You want to go up there?
Λοιπόν, you know this place
You're
very
the one
well.
who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my conviction.
Δεν πειράζει.
That's why
Αφού το
you're so
πρόσεξε τώρα ήταν μια χαρά.
who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched.
So the guy who was
Though
watching
he's a
us
remarkably
before we
sturdy
entered the
man,
mansion
given
was
his
Silas.
A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go, right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
The water. Officer Bradley. Όντως μπορεί να μας βοηθήσει. Δεν ξέρεις ποτέ τι γίνεται. Grave of the Hawkins family and only the old caretaker Silas Winchester still roams this bleak spot. He protects it fiercely and still puts flowers on the graves of his old masters. It's a gloomy place. Okay. Αν και έχει, παιδιά, πολύ ψάξιμο το παιχνίδι, έτσι, λεπτομέρεια και μπούρου μπούρου, δεν μπορώ να σας να μην αποδεχτώ το γεγονός ότι μ' αρέσει πάρα πολύ, με ιντριγκάρει πάρα πολύ το όλο παιχνίδι. Πάντως σε τέτοιο μέρος δεν θα πάταγα με τίποτα. Η τάφη των τέτοιων.
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this? Poor kid. Poor kid.
Τίποτα άλλο ενδιαφέρον. Δεν μπορούμε να την πάρουμε τη λάμπα.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Charles Hawkins' grave.
Δεν έχει κάτι άλλο εδώ πέρα. Και δεν βλέπω και το γύρο. Για πάμε παρακάτω. Αυτός θα κάτσει εκεί. Οπα.
1693.
This
house is much older than it seems.
What?
But the architecture seems too recent.
Λέει εδώ. I laid me down and slept. I awaked for the Lord sustained me. Psalms 3:5. What? Okay. Wait a minute, where did we come from? We were come from here, but we didn't check this side.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Και τι έχουμε εδώ πέρα? Παιδιά, πάντως έχει τρομερή ατμόσφαιρα εδώ πέρα. Τρομερά καλοφτιαγμένο το παιχνίδι. Οπα! Small wooden whale. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for the children. Κάτι ήξερα που τα ψάχνω όλα, παιδιά. Δεν ξέρεις ποτέ που μπορεί να βρεις ένα παραμικρό στοιχείο. Εδώ δεν νομίζω ότι έχει κάτι. Όχι. Από εδώ είμαστε εντάξει. Όλος κάθεται ακόμα εκεί. seems that the police officer prefers to stay there. Game saved. I suppose the main entrance is not open.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yep. Καλά το κατάλαβα.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! Whoa! You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person.
Αυτό σημαίνει ότι
Cared
μοιάζεσαι
for
βλάκα.
everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Guys, give me a minute. Because someone's calling. Give me a minute. Sorry guys, nothing important. Just an annoying call. Sorry παιδιά, δεν ήταν τίποτα το ιδιαίτερο. Τζάμπα έκανα παύση.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Για να δούμε τι θα δούμε, παιδιά. Τι κρύβεται μέσα στην έπαυλη.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Oh boy. Οκ. Για να δούμε τι θα δούμε τώρα.
What kind of meat is this?
Γαλοπούλα.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Κάποιο στοιχείο μας ξεφεύγει. Find the fire scene.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Η γυναίκα που ήταν? Εδώ.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Ένας τσακωμός, αλλά για ποιο λόγο? Τι ήταν αυτό που τους έκανε να διαφωνήσουν? What could be the reason of this argument? The fireplace couldn't have started a fire.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Ooh.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family. Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Nothing from other clues.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Στις πυραμίδες ήτανε.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
10 το βράδυ ή 10 το πρωί, ποιος ξέρει. Οπα.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Μας ξέφυγε κάποιο στοιχείο.
Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Ώστε υπήρχε και τρίτο πρόσωπο τότε. Βασικά τέταρτο. Δεν ήταν μόνο η οικογένεια, ήταν και κάποιος άλλος παρόν.
This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Μολυβένιος στρατιώτης.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Για κάτσε, γιατί εδώ μαζέψαμε και πόντους. Validate.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Any useful items here?
This door is locked.
History of medicine in the 18th century. Yep. Σαν να πήρε λίγο level. Έκατσε, πόσο πήγε? 16%.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Αφού υποτίθεται καήκανε. Weren't they supposedly burned?
Lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty.
Should we go that way or that way? Όπα. Από εδώ δεν μπορούμε να πάμε, ούτως ή άλλως. Άρα πρέπει να πάμε από εκεί.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Okay.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick,
Melville's classic.
Famous book.
The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Human body and comparative analysis. Και άλλος βαθμός για το skill medicine. 18%. Πάμε για level 2. Δεν πάμε πάνω. Για πάμε λίγο πίσω, γιατί νομίζω είχε ένα ερωτηματικό. Yep. Πώς μας ξέφυγε κάποιο στοιχείο. Κάτσε, από εδώ δεν εμφανίζεται κάτι. Όταν μπαίνουμε όμως σε αυτό το δωμάτιο, παιδιά, κάτι γίνεται εδώ και εμφανίζεται ένα ερωτηματικό. Κάτι υπάρχει εδώ. Κάτι που μας έχει ξεφύγει. Όπα.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Κάτι άλλο είναι, κάτι άλλο, κάτι.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Τι μας ξεφεύγει? Όπα. Η σκάλα αυτή για κάποιο λόγο έχει σπάσει σε 3-4 σημεία. Γιατί όμως? Μήπως αν πάμε από πάνω... Α, τώρα κατάλαβα. Για πάμε πάνω. Το υπόλοιπο το ψάξαμε.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Okay. Anything else here? Oh, one more clue. We would have missed it.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Anything else here? No. Let's go that side.
There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea.
20.000 λεύγες κάτω από τη θάλασσα. Το βιβλίο του Ιούλιου Βέρν. Οπα.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Εδώ το κοιτάξαμε. Αυτό το κοιτάξαμε. Εδώ ναι. Από εδώ δεν έχει κάτι. Για πάμε τώρα εδώ που είχε το ερωτηματικό.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call
Dear
the
sir,
police?
as you know, I have always held your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Μας ξέφυγε κάποιο στοιχείο εδώ πέρα. Όχι. Η ίδια υπογραφή, πρέπει και αυτό να το έχει κάνει η Σάρα, παιδιά. Η νεκρή κόρη του τύπου που ήρθε στο γραφείο μας. Εδώ δεν έχει κάτι άλλο, αλλά δεν εμφανίζει και ερωτηματικό. Sorry guys, give me a minute. Nature calls. Sorry παιδιά, επιστρέφω μισό λεπτό για την καλή. Sorry guys, I'm back. Let's continue.
Locked.
Oh boy. I don't see my freaking nose.
The boys' room.
Το παιδικό δωμάτιο. Για να δούμε. Πώς βρούμε κάποιο στοιχείο εδώ.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Οπα. Αυτές οι ζωγραφιές πρέπει να είναι του μικρού, αλλά κάτι συμβολίζει, ποιος ξέρει τι.
Sleeping pills.
What?
Strong for an 11-year-old
Υπνοτικά σε ένα μικρό αγόρι.
What was wrong with this family?
Sleeping pills for the young boy? What's wrong with it?
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Ισχύει, παιδιά. Για να τρόμαξε το παιδάκι και να κάνει τέτοιες ζωγραφές, κάτι το δημιούργησε. Όχι. Οπα. Εδώ με την τόση.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins
Βαρβιτουρικά.
must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Είναι, παιδιά, για να καταλάβετε όσο δεν ξέρετε, είναι αντικαταθλιπτικά.
This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Μήπως μπορούμε να το παραβιάσουμε με το λωστό? Υπάρχει κάποιος τρόπος να το ανοίξουμε το inventory? Δεν θυμάμαι. No.
It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked.
Άρα για να εμφανίζεται το ερωτηματικό εκεί πέρα που ήμασταν στον κάτω όροφο, κάποιο στοιχείο μας έχει ξεφύγει. Εδώ κάτω. Για πάμε πάλι κάτω να το ξαναψάξουμε. Γιατί έχω την εντύπωση ότι μας ξεφύγει κάποιο στοιχείο.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Δεν εμφανίζεται τώρα. Ή ήταν στο άλλο δωμάτιο. Όχι, έχω την εντύπωση, παιδιά, ότι σε αυτό το δωμάτιο ήταν που όταν μπήκα εμφανίστηκε ένα ερωτηματικό, σαν να υπάρχει κάποιο στοιχείο που να μην το έχω ανακαλύψει. Μήπως το ερευνήσαμε όλο? Προφανώς. I doubt there is any other evidence. I think we searched all of them.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Κοίταξε, ότι φαίνεται να πηγαίνει αργά ισχύει, αλλά γενικότερα έχει πολύ καλό gameplay. Απλά ακόμα είναι στην αρχή σχετικά, έτσι. Πρέπει να βρήκαμε όλα τα στοιχεία, υποψιάζομαι. Αλλά έχω μια υποψία ότι εδώ πέρα θα μπορούσαμε να μπούμε.
padlock won't give.
Εδώ επιμένει να μου το βγάζει το ερωτηματικό.
This door is locked.
Ότι το έχω τσεκάρει, ότι έχω δει το στοιχείο. Για πάμε να μιλήσουμε στον παπάρα κάτω. Αυτά τα έχουμε κοιτάξει όλα. Για πάμε να μιλήσουμε στον αστυνομικό. Κάνουμε μια τελευταία εξόρμηση στο σημείο που μας είχε εμφανιστεί το ερωτηματικό. Αν δεν εμφανιστεί τώρα σημαίνει ότι το έχουμε βρει το στοιχείο. Απλά έπρεπε να ψάξουμε όλη την έπαυλη, υποθέτω. Ναι, δεν εμφανίζεται κάτι πια. Οπότε πάμε να μιλήσουμε στον αστυνομικό. Let's go and talk to the police officer. We stayed far too long.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Κάτι μας έχει ξεφύγει.
Not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Τι μας ξέφυγε που δεν έχουμε βρει?
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Guys, I could use some help if you see anything weird. It seems that we have missed one basic evidence that we haven't checked out. Όσοι παρακολουθείτε, φαίνεται πως έχουμε χάσει κάποιο στοιχείο το οποίο δεν το έχουμε ερευνήσει σωστά.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Αυτό το ψάξαμε.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Για πάμε πίσω όμως με ξεχάσαμε κάτι.
This door is locked.
Μήπως ξεχάσαμε κάτι εδώ. Έλα.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
Όχι, εδώ είναι που γυρίσαμε στην αρχή. Άρα, παιδιά, κάτι έχουμε ξεχάσει πιο κάτω. Guys, we haven't found something that we should have found. But what? What is it that we missed? Okay, let's check every room again. Every clue.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor.
That we checked.
A sea shanty.
Okay. The door checked.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Okay. We cannot go up from here because it's blocked, so we continue further down here. We see this edition
An
of the
original edition of
Frankenstein
Mary
book.
Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Τι μας ξέφυγε?
This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. Seems they got here around the 14th century.
Okay.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Oh. Εδώ ήταν που βρήκαμε το λωστό, παιδιά. There must be a clue missing, guys. Otherwise, why should it stay there? Ooh. We hadn't seen that door. Oh boy. I have a bad feeling about this. Έχω ένα κακό περίστημα γι' αυτό εδώ.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Για να δούμε τι είναι εδώ. My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on the last island, your art has been attracting increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones so somber and strange moving as no other paintings have been are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of this most recent sale is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Okay.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Τι λες τώρα, τι τιμές ήταν αυτές που πουλώντουσαν? Για να καταλάβετε, παιδιά, τόσα δολάρια που πουλιόντουσαν μπορούσε να πουληθεί ένας πινάκας την τότε εποχή πριν ένα αιώνα. Σε σημερινά λεφτά μιλάμε για χιλιάδες δολάρια.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Charles Hawkins will be kind of fate brought us together and forever it will bind us. Αλλά την αγαπούσε, δεν μπορεί να ήταν τόσο παράφρον.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Για να δούμε και εδώ τώρα.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? Looks like a revocation ritual. Was she trying to invoke something or banish it?
Ceremonial circle. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion ritual might work, as long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs and make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all of proven reliability. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarium by Abigail G. Ooh. Game saved. Okay, we checked that. Nothing on the back, on this message. And this we checked it. Did we miss anything? Τι γρατζουνιά, από τι να έπαιρε και άραγε.
Bradley? Is that you?
Όπα.
Is anyone there?
Έχεις μπει σε αντίστοιχο δωμάτιο, δηλαδή σε τι, σε τέτοιο, πώς το λένε, σε όχι αποθήκη. Σε σοφίτα. What the fuck. Στην φυλάκια στο στρατό είναι κλειδωμένο. Και ήταν κάπως έτσι. Ήταν τόσο φρικιαστικό, δηλαδή τα χρειάστηκες ή κομπλέ ήτανε. What the fuck. Έλα εδώ. Έλα εδώ μπάσταρδε. Πού είσαι.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Τι λες τώρα.
I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Catch the thief, huh?
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
Good evening, mate. Hello, Baker 21X. Welcome to the channel. Πάντως θα σου πω την αλήθεια, φίλε Ραφαήλ, δεν έχει τύχει σε μένα προσωπικά να πέσω σε κάτι τέτοια περίπτωση στο στρατό. Το μόνο που μου έχει τύχει είναι να πέσω σε... πώς το λένε... Όταν ξεψαχνίζαμε τα αναχώματα που κάναμε συντήρηση καθαρισμό, να πέσω σε φίδι.
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
Okay, let me get the skills we want. Definitely spot hidden. Really? To tell you the truth, a couple of my friends have told me about Amnesia, that it's worth the trouble to play it. Is it that good? And which Amnesia is best from the series?
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
To tell you the truth, exactly because I prefer 90% I prefer horror games. The first one, The Dark Descent. I will keep that in mind. Ralph, thanks for the support. Ευχαριστώ για την υποστήριξη. As I said, Baker, I really play mostly horror games, especially if they have puzzles, riddles, jump scares, a good plot, good story. And they told me that Amnesia has several features from these. Opa. All refilled. Ooh.
Seems like this came from a log.
Oh, I don't mind, my friend. The harder the game, the more it will worth it to play. Let's say, Monday 24th, Dark Body, we sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident. He says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season. May God be merciful. I prefer it when the woods. To tell you the truth, if a game is easy, it doesn't worth to spend the time to play it. But if it's hard, it will take time to finish it, so it will keep you busy, so you can put your mind into test and your skills also. These characters can no longer ignore the sad fate. What is eating this huge beast? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't. Guys, if you remember, at the beginning of the game, we found the whale, which the detective, our character, our protagonist, was asking himself what could kill this whale, that whale that we saw, and what was that markings that he saw. It seems that 60 years ago, before the timeline of our character, there were reports that more whales were killed with huge markings, with weird markings. We dropped anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold I'm scared. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we gain glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Dark water we have beaten. The Orpheus returned with empty holds. The silent Hamilton are only memories. I think it refers to the big catch that they were saying at the... And they were singing the song at the tavern, at the bar we were.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Opa!
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
There's definitely a hidden path inside here.
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Uh-huh. Wait a minute, it's one of these puzzles. It's puzzle time. Let's see what we have to find. Wait a minute, there's a map, I think.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why.
Okay.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Baker, thank you for following me. Okay.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins.
Έτσι, έλα να ανεβαίνουμε.
Looks like the navigational paths.
Wait a minute. The silent... Oh, wait a minute. Let's check. There must be a clue missing.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Wait a minute. There are coordinates here. 47 north, 55 west. 49 north, 61 west. 57 north, 51 west. 33 north, 53 west.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Let's check it again. The last ones. 33 north, 53 west. Wait a minute, 33 north? $53 west. Here.
Looks like it worked.
Bingo!
Well done, Pierce.
Come on, get out, thief. Come on. Come out, get out. Ευχαριστώ, αγορίνα. Φίλε, γενικά τα puzzles με τρελαίνουν εμένα. Puzzles, γρίφους, μυστηρίου, έτσι detective, αστυνομικά. Και άμα έχει και τρόμο, δώσε πόνο. Where did you get the nickname? Well, basically, there are two reasons. Sneaky, because I like to sneak on people and tease them. And the crow generally is considered an animal who likes teasing people. And secondly, it's because of my job.
It's like a detective novel.
You see, in Greece,
Yeah. And
people
he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must.
To tell you the truth, Baker, in Greece, there are people who work in the funeral offices where they organize the funeral and stuff. And I work in such a funeral office. These people are called crows. That's why I got the name Sneaky Crow. And also, as I told you, I like to sneak on people and tease them. Tickle them, many things.
Find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look.
This nickname I have it for quite a few years. Τι ακριβώς κάνω εκεί? Τι δεν κάνω να λες?
3 seats.
Οπα. Ooh. Thank you, my friend.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Glad you like it. Opa. Guys, I remember these two guys. We saw them, these figures, at the very beginning, at the intro of the game. Who are they and what the heck?
What is this mask supposed to represent?
Okay. What the fuck is this? Για να σου λύσω την απορία, Ραφαήλ, κάνω τα πάντα, ό,τι έχει σχέση. Από άδειες ταφής, κολλάω τα κυδιώσιμα. Εννοείται, βλέπω κανονικά νεκρούς, πηγαίνω, τους παραλαμβάνω από το νοσοκομείο, από σπίτια, από γυροκομεία, τα πάντα. Τους πλένω, τους ετοιμάζω, τους ντύνω, τους στολίζω, όλα τα πάντα. Και μετά το αφήνουμε στο κημητήριο, που εκεί αναλαμβάνει το κημητήριο και οι εργάτες εκεί πέρα για να κάνουν την ταφή. Did we miss an evidence? Δεν σε παρεξηγώ, αδερφέ. Δεν σε παρεξηγώ. Εντάξει, όσο να είναι.
Καλό.
Πες το, θέλει καλαμπαλίκια.
Unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins.
Was
she hiding from someone?
Was she watching them? There must be another clue. Wait a minute. What's that?
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
Φίλε, με 10.000 και εγώ το μήνα το έκανα ούτως ή άλλως. Πόσο μάλλον με τα λεφτά που βγάζω τώρα, που πίστεψε με, αυτή τη στιγμή είναι αναλόγως στην περίπτωση. Οπα.
This symbol. What does it mean?
A series of studies of on an unknown symbol. Ναι, φίλε. Βέβαια δεν ξέρω για πόσα χρόνια θα συνεχίσω να κάνω τη δουλειά αυτή. Μπορεί να βρεθεί κάτι καλύτερο στην πορεία. γιατί έχω και προϋπηρεσία και σε άλλες δουλειές.
What does it mean? A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
The Cthulhu. They had him like a saint or like a holy creature, a human with a face of a Cthulhu.
A disfigured saint. What does it mean?
That exactly, my friend Raphael, who left a comment before, that's what he said. Exactly that. He said that it takes some balls to have to do that job like that. To tell you the truth, I cannot say that it's my... Yeah, exactly that. He said it exactly a few seconds before you said it. To tell you the truth, I can't say that I hate my job, but I can't say that I love my job. But I definitely like the sensation that I do a really hard job. Not many people can do that. And although this job has an ugly side, as most of the times, does have a good side also. If you see how people... Exactly that. Someone has to do that. Raphael also said that. But not only that, it does have its merits. It does have some advantages. Can we go down? Is it closed here?
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing
True.
these steps.
That's so true.
All over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's got to be other entrances.
The passage continues.
There are no such things as coincidences.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my...
You think? Maybe.
Fine.
Φίλες Ραφαήλ.
I'll try my luck down below.
Who knows? He might be a spy for the Cthulhu. Okay. How do we go that way? I suppose we have to go straight down. Sure, why not? Baker, from where are you? From which country? Raph. Οπα, τι είναι αυτό? Slovakia, nice. In case you haven't understood, we are from Greece, so we're not extremely far away as a country from you.
These paintings must be several centuries old.
Disappeared tribe. Cultist symbol. It is drawn on sheets on paper hidden in a safe. Itself hidden in a tunnel under the mansion. The symbol was repeated on the paper. Its form became... Oh, don't tell me that you know also Greek. Malaka souvlaki. Useful words. Malakas, they're always assholes anywhere. Souvlaki, number one food in Greece. Tzatziki, yogurt garlic sauce. This form became Muslim with each attempt. I do not know what Charles tried to represent with the symbol, but one thing is sure, it was important in his eyes. Extra from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. Have you been in Greece for vacation on anything, or you have happened to see them in videos or somewhere? Okay, but I would like to. I wish to you, my friend, to get the chance to come someday
must be an allegory.
in Greece.
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep?
Did we check all the evidence?
This monstrous creature must be an allegory. These paintings must be several centuries old. Sad way to go. An old diary.
Wait a minute, what's that? The lost tribe, they worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in a mass sacrifice to the glory of their deity. Yikes. Not a good sign. Definitely not a good sign.
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep? These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
I don't know if Cthulhu is Malakas, but it's definitely a scary Malakas. That was a good one. That was a good one. Cthulhu, άλλος από εδώ, Ραφαήλ. Cthulhu is πουτάνα. Τι λες ρε φακλάνα. Baker, putana here we mean whore, if you know, well, in case you don't know. Oh, we jump. Game saved. It's locked. Putana malaka. Μαλάκα, πάλι το κάψες, το τερμάτισες. Τι του λες το ανθρώπου. Θα με πνίξετε. Guys, you will make me choke from the laughs. What the heck? Oh, we're out of oil. We need definitely... Oh.
Time has weakened these structures.
Okay. Are we in a good way now?
I don't have time to search them all.
Okay. What's here?
This oil again. What is it used for?
Να το πάλι το λάδι αυτό που βρώμαγε στη σπηλιά που είχαμε βρει στην αποθήκη. Any other clues? Something? maybe? Αυτό πως είναι ακόμα αναμένο, ένας Θεός ξέρει.
What's going on here?
Pierce!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
Oh boy.
Let's see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
What am I hearing? Jesus.
Damn it.
Officer Bradley would definitely like a Malakas. True, true. Oh God. What the heck is going on here?
A table for sacrifice?
Don't worry, we don't misunderstand. It's okay. We use it every day.
An engraved whalebone. A strange creature has been carved into it. Probably a figure of worship.
Okay, any other... Only on weekends the time might change. Usually ooh, that motherfucker with the mask. Whoops. We feel like a Malakas.
I got it.
Ooh.
It can't.
This was in the intro of the game.
What's happening?
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Is it my turn?
Όντως φίλε, τώρα αρχίζει και γίνεται ενδιαφέρον το παιχνίδι.
You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough.
Okay.
Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
True, true. Guys, unfortunately, now that the game has saved, we will stop here for today because we have been playing 3 hours straight. We will continue tomorrow, same time. That's true, Baker. We will continue tomorrow at 7 o'clock, time zone Athens, in the afternoon. So far, although the game was a little bit not boring, very slow pace at the beginning, this time now the game starts to become interesting. So we should keep our interest at the top for tomorrow, same time. Don't miss it, the streaming. Guys, this game, I had my reasons to take it, I had my reasons to buy it, and it seems that I was fully right about this game. It reminds me the Beast Inside, although at first with a little bit less action, but now it becomes clear that the game starts to get its pace. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for the new followers, Rafael and Baker21X. And thank you for the laughter we had now. I hope tomorrow and from this day on to continue. Καλό βράδυ φίλε Ραφαήλ, θα τα πούμε αύριο ή όποτε μπορέσει να ξαναμπείς. Εδώ είμαστε κάθε απόγευμα. Διέδωσε το κιόλας άμα θέλει και κανένας άλλος να παρακολουθήσει. Baker, have a nice night. Glad you joined the flock. You joined my channel. I will keep it up. Also keep in mind, every weekend I play Ghost Exile with exorcisms and ghost hunting. To keep it. And check my schedule to see the times I usually play. Good night. So guys, that's it for today. I am Sneaky Crow and we went with Call of Cthulhu today. We will continue of course tomorrow. Keep in mind, one of these days we will play again Silent Breath with the major update. Keep that in mind. It will be Thursday, Friday, I don't know, maybe I hope it will be this week. I don't know, because I'm stuck on this game now. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really want also to play Silent Breath because they said that they did some major changes and upgrades on the game. So stay tuned, don't miss it, and tomorrow I'm waiting for you on the second streaming with this gorgeous game. Have a nice night from me. Subscribe, share and like on YouTube, don't forget it, and follow on Twitch. Have a nice night from guys from me. Παιδιά, για όσους παρακολουθείτε από Ελλάδα, πολύ ωραίο παιχνίδι, λίγο στην αρχή όπως είπε και ο φίλος Ραφαήλ, μας πήγαινε με λίγο με αργό βήμα, είχα όμως άπειρους λόγους και δικαιώθηκα πλήρως που ήθελα να το παίξω αυτό το παιχνίδι, μου θύμισε πάρα πολύ The Beast Inside, μου θυμίζει και άλλα παρόμοια παιχνίδια, ειδικά τώρα που αρχίζει και μπαίνει η δράση, άξιζε κάθε λόγο που είχα να θέλω να το αποκτήσω το παιχνιδάκι για να μπορέσω να το παίξω και αυτό. Λοιπόν, μείνετε συντονισμένοι, αύριο 7 η ώρα συνεχίζουμε το παιχνιδάκι αυτό και επιπλέον μέσα σε αυτή την εβδομάδα λογικά θα έχουμε και Silent Breath ενημερωμένο με μεγάλο update, με μπόλικα jumpscares έχουν αναφέρει ότι έχουν μπει επιπλέον, το έχουν κάνει πιο ζώρικο και έχουν πετάξει και σπόντες και αναφέρανε και μια χαρακτηριστική σπόντα που λέγανε μην την πιστεύεσαι ούτε τα οικεία πρόσωπα. Ποιος ξέρει τι σημαίνει αυτό, θα το δούμε όταν θα βάλω και το streaming και το Silent Breath. Καλό βράδυ από μένα, καλά να περνάτε, ευχαριστώ τον φίλο Ραφαήλ και όλους τους και για το γέλιο σήμερα και για την κουβέντα που κάναμε. Μην ξεχνάτε subscribe, share, like στο YouTube και follow στο Twitch. Γελάς μου χρήτσα Ραφαήλ, θα σε φτιάξω κομμάτι κουφάλα. Ευχαριστώ και πάλι φίλε. Λοιπόν παιδιά, καλό βράδυ, καλά να περνάτε. Και follow στο Twitch μην ξεχνάτε και όσοι θέλετε μπορείτε να με κάνετε και follow και στο TikTok. Καμιά φορά δημοσιεύω και εκεί βλακιούλες ή οτιδήποτε μου κατέβει. Καλό βράδυ. Good night.